Hello, everybody. Welcome to Entrepreneur of the Month show at Women Lines. So it is time to have some dose of motivation and inspiration from real life entrepreneurs who have come up with some idea and working upon it with passion. Today, we're having Chrissy Sykes from Sheffield, UK. Chrissy Sykes is a creator of a body safety musical animated program which has been published in 19 languages. Chrissy has had a successful career as a recording artist and songwriter. She started her career in South Africa when she entered the Rancho Talent Contest and won a recording contract in front of 60,000 people. Her singing career in South Africa won her many nominations. Best Country Artist, Best Record of the Year, Best Female Vocalist, Best Album of the Year. Wow. In Nashville, USA, Chrissy decided to put her songwriting skills into practice by writing the My Body is My Body program. And program was developed in conjunction with various departments of education and Department of Human Services in USA. Awesome to know. Welcome, Chrissy, to the show.
Thank you so very much. It's lovely to be with you.
Thank you so much for your time. So, Chrissy, please share about yourself and your program.
Right. Well, as you know, I'm a singer, songwriter, and when I was in America, I did a tour for the Child Abuse Prevention Month, and because I'd written a song about a little girl that had died as a victim of child abuse. Excuse me. And so I did this tour, and they booked me in loads of schools to talk to children about abuse and what Child Abuse Prevention Month was. Okay. And so I started talking to them and sharing my experience as a sexually abused child. And I sang songs to the children that were kind of relevant, but they weren't a program. And it worked so well that I was working with the Department of Human Services for this tour. And I said to them, I really think that if we put a program together with music and talking to children, that it would work. That because the children are receptive to the music.
They can relate. Yes, they can relate to music easily.
So I said, I'd really like to write a musical program. Tell me exactly what the message is that you want to give to the children.
Okay.
And I will put the songs and the relevant stuff together. So basically put this together with the Department of Education, Department of Human Services, with their input.
Okay.
And the next 5 years, I toured around giving programs to children, parents, teachers, social workers, and just showing them how to talk to children, how that it wasn't a scary subject, that it could be a very empowering subject for the children and for the parents, just to kind of approach and start communication with their children.
Yeah, that's very important.
But by using music. And then, so I did the program to about 350,000 children. And
that was in
America.
America, okay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, it was, and it worked really well. We got great feedback from the kids. We broke up some pornography rings, all sorts of things, from children coming forward expressing what was going on at home, and I worked with a lot of PTAs, which were, very, very supportive, and I had a lot of parents were behind the program. So. Yes.
Were parents
so it was really
comfortable?
Good.
Well, it was easy to talk to parents. Were they comfortable?
Very comfortable, yes. Because in the program, there's nothing to make them feel uncomfortable. This is an introduction program. Okay. It introduces children to their bodies, that they have private parts, and nobody should be touching their private parts, and nobody should be hurting them. Nobody should be asking them to keep secrets. It's all just, each little song, there's 6 songs, each little song has got a message.
Okay.
So, you know, don't keep secrets is one. If you've got a problem, tell somebody is another one.
Okay.
What if is another one. So, you know, parents could say, what would you do if somebody tried to pick you up from school? Or what would you do if somebody asked you to go with them? You give children little scenarios, you know, and just give them
the mindfulness that you have to be
Yeah.
alert in life. And then when you are alert about these points, they will think if the situation is coming, I'm sure they are going to think. That's awesome.
That's exactly what it is. It's things that we think, right, we say to our kids, don't talk to strangers or don't go with strangers. But then I explain in the program that when I was talking to children in the schools, I said to them, what is a stranger? And they went, it's a bad person.
Oh.
Or
it's always
and it was usually a man, a man. And I said, you know, strangers are ladies too. You know, strangers can be teenagers.
Definitely.
Anybody you don't know. So it's just the fact that we assume children know a lot of things.
Very true. They don't know because they're not
They
aware
don't know.
about everything. Very true. Great.
Yeah.
So, please share your thoughts behind My Body is My Body program. I want to know especially why you started, how the idea came.
Well, as I say, it's just the whole idea is I wanted to empower children. There's such a need still today. This subject doesn't get spoken about.
Yes, normal interactions.
People do not like anything that comes up with abuse. It's all negative stories, negative pictures, negative things. So I wanted to do something positive. So because to prevent abuse, we've got to empower the children. Okay,
right information.
We can't prevent it. I'm tired of hearing stories about picking up pieces of children that have been broken by being abused. So we have got to take it, you know,
I agree. I definitely agree.
Put it out there and make it aware, but not with negative stories. I want positive stories like, you know, this is what we can do. We can do something about abuse. It doesn't need to be out there, you know, and we can empower parents.
They also need some teaching, definitely.
Yeah, but we can also teach parents how to be better parents. You know, some parents don't handle stress well. Some parents don't handle their children well. So we need to teach them how to teach children. So, you know, as we develop the program, I'd like to pull in some more parental advice and things like that. But this program is a start to empowering parents and children to stop abuse. That's where we are. It's a positive step.
Awesome. Please show how parents, teachers, students across the globe can use the program, how it is available, and how they can use it for their purpose.
Okay, the program is free. So that was one of my biggest things. I wanted to make the program free because I didn't want any child not to have the program. So it's on the internet. It's on www.mybodyismybody.com.
Take a note, friends. We have the link also at the bottom. So do visit the link. Share more about it. So what's there inside the program?
So inside the program, there's all the songs. There's tutorials on how to teach the songs.
Okay.
There's a little booklet that you can print out for the children and go through with them so they can draw little things like draw to their body parts, and they can draw. There's one song called "If You've Got a Problem, Tell Somebody," and then they can draw people that they can tell, that they feel comfortable telling. So it's just a little book that you can go along with, and you can just download it from the internet. So there's lesson plans for teachers. there's videos for parents on how to approach this. There's there's all the videos in a lot of different languages. I don't have the videos in the 19 languages because, as I say, there's this has been all done with no money, so I have to rely on volunteers to do it. But I've got it in about 8 languages fully. But if parents don't read English, they can read through the program, and then I've got subtitles on most of the videos in the languages, so they can at least get the gist of what's going on and explain it to their children.
Fantastic. Now, how's the response going? How you're reaching out mostly, and what you're looking forward for support? How people can help you?
Okay. Well, basically, I'm working through people that work with NGOs, people that are doctors, people that are social workers, people that work with children professionally. I have nearly 200 ambassadors. So if anybody works with children or works with an NGO, please reach out to me. I would love to have you as an ambassador so that you can share the program in your communities. It's just really just sharing the program.
It's all about sharing.
Yeah, it's free. So put it out there. Put it on your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Instagram. And as I say, let's do something positive for child abuse prevention rather than, as I say, a lot of people just put awful stories up and awful pictures, and people would go, oh, I don't want to look at that. So I want to look at something positive. Yeah.
Beautiful thought, I must say. So I would love to ask how much time you're able to give to your passion, singing. How is it going at present?
Well, right now I don't do an amazing amount of singing, but I do with my husband, because he's also a singer. We raise money for Macmillan, and we raise money for Alzheimer's, so we do shows in old age people's homes.
Oh.
And so Macmillan is a cancer research, and not cancer research. It's they send out nurses and they help people that are going through cancer. And I went through last year. My mum passed away from leukemia, so we support that. And then my father had Alzheimer's, so we support that. So it's just things that giving back to the community that
so much
that we
contribution to society. Hats off to you, I must say that. I mean, it's amazing the way you are contributing and you're working for other people. And it's all age groups. You are catering to kids, students. You are catering to old age homes. Awesome, I must say. Please share some message for Women Line readers. What thought you will share with my readers? It would be great.
I'd like to say that, you can do something. I think a lot of people always feel helpless and feel, oh, I can't deal with these problems and there's nothing I can do. But there's always something that we can do, even if it's just sharing some information. There's people power is very big now.
Very true. Together we can do a lot.
We can do a lot. We can share, we can make aware, we can protect our children. And so my message to you is that you can make a difference, whatever your passion is.
Just take action.
I mean, I don't expect everybody to have a passion about child abuse prevention, but children are important to many of us in our lives. And so, don't think that you can't make a difference. We can all make a difference.
And we can all action.
Well, you can. And it doesn't need to take hours and hours of your day.
No, it's just a small amount, little amount we can put, and it's all about helping each other and supporting a cause which is affecting everybody. It's just not one section of the world is getting affected. It's globally this is a problem. So everybody should be working upon it.
There are in total, and this is from the World Health Organization, there are 1 billion children a year that are affected by abuse, physical abuse, maybe due to war, maybe due to, you know, all sorts of abuse.
All sorts of problems.
You know,
Yeah,
but
they are
1 billion children, it's way too many. One child is too many.
It's too
But
much.
it's and it, as I say, it is something that each of us in our communities can share, can just make a little difference. If we just keep chipping away, we'll make a better life for the children out there.
Thank you so much, Chrissy. It was awesome listening to you. Thank you so much for your wonderful sharing. All the best for this venture. And yes, let's get together and reach out to each other and work upon to support this noble cause. Do check out the links and do teach your children how to take care for themselves. All the best.
Thank you so much.
So much, Chrissy. Take care. Bye.
Lovely to meet you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.